It's Sunday, and I hope you guys had a peri good week. I know that's super corny, but today we are going to be making spicy Liberianized peri wings and chicken over rice, peri style. This recipe is out of this world. Like my last peri wings was pretty good, but this one takes the cake. Like always, everything is going to be listed in the description below, and let's get right into it. So all of my vegetables, I added it into my air fry and I'm going to toast this for about 25 minutes. The last time I got a lot of complaints about not listing the seasoning in the description, and here it is now. So I use a base salt. The two different spices that you see, use one or the other. This garlic blend that you see, I got it from Marshall's. It is super nice. I even went back and picked up about four more. Now for the remaining of the seasoning, I went in with all of my red, my natural red. I typically don't like to use any seasoning that has any kind of like red 40 or artificial coloring. Get your color in as natural as possible. And I'm just going to add everything into my bowl, give that a mix. Now, this was very spicy. Whatever it is that you do not like or cannot have, you can always omit it. That is okay. It's going to be just as good. Like I always say, as long as you like it, that's all that matters. I don't think food is supposed to be cooked one way or there's one way that you're supposed to eat something. And that's the fun part and beauty about cooking. Now we're going to get into the chicken. I was very intentional to shoot it this way so I can show you guys how to really get flavors from within the chicken. You're going to angle your knife in a diagonal way. Like I'm gonna pick up the chicken and show you now. Diagonal, just poke it in. It can be like a little bit. Stick your finger in there and twirl it around to make this well. This well is really important because that's going to ensure that the chicken is flavorful from the inside to the out. Now, as you can see, I'm sticking my knife all the way through and it went towards the bone. And when I stuck my finger in, I went a little farther. Now, as you see me wiggling it, that's how far the seasoning is going to go. Now, if for whatever reason you can't do this, I would say get a chicken injector. Just look for a good one that has a thick needle, so you can be able to inject the green seasoning or whatever it is that you're using deep into the chicken. Now, when I did this, the seasoning really does enter that far, and it really produces a really juicy, flavorful chicken. If there's anything that you should trust me to do is to season your food. I take my time. Now, after I was done doing surgery on the chicken, I went in with oil first. I do this because this is going to bind the seasoning really well. And when that was done, I just went in with my seasoning. So all of this seasoning, I did 50%. You're going to see the second 50% later. I took 50% of the seasoning and I seasoned it. The earlier the vegetables that you saw, I'm just going to give that a nice blend. Put everything into my blender, and then the remaining seasoning I am going to add into the top. What makes this Liberianized peri is the peanut butter. If you cannot have peanut butter, you can skip it. It's still going to be just as good. And then you're going to go in with your leftover dried seasoning and then add that onto the top and give this a blend. Now, when this was done blending, it was on the thicker side. To loosen it up, you may want to add some oil. If you don't want to make it too oily, I would say add no more than maybe 4 tablespoons of water. And here's what it looks like. A little goes a long way. So maybe 2 tablespoons of this will take you very, very far. You don't want to use too much because then it just becomes really overwhelmed. Now, this secret step is out of this world. So I took plain Greek yogurt, I took my peri seasonings, and then I mixed that up together. And what I'm going to do is stick it in the chicken. This is not going to be on the outside of the chicken, but rather the inside of the chicken. I want to make sure that those bone area is really moist when you break it apart, and this is going to just give you a chicken that is out of this world. I know it's an additional step, but trust me, it's going to be amazing. If you don't want to mix it up together, you can just use plain yogurt and just stick it in there. But I would say season the yogurt with the seasoning that you used earlier and do exactly what I'm doing. I am very particular when it comes to seasoning food or just handling these kinds of things. I take my time. Sometimes it can take me like 10, 15 minutes just to complete seasoning food. and I don't regret it at all because it's out of this world. And when I was done stuffing the chicken with the yogurt mix, then went in with my normal blended peri peri sauce, and then I'm going to rub that all over. And once that's done, it's just time to bake. Everybody baking will be a little different depending on how much protein you use. So I baked this for about an hour. The chicken does require a little bit more time because it's on the bigger side, but the wings doesn't need as much time. So about 30 to 45 minutes, and I just checked it, and when it's done, I took it out. But the chicken quarter thighs did have to cook a little longer because they're much bigger, they're a little heavier, and you don't want the outside to be done and the inside to be raw. If you can gauge whether it's done, I would say get a thermometer, a food thermometer, and then check the internal temperatures. When the internal temperatures is okay, then your chicken is good to go. Just take it out and enjoy it. And that's how I did it. I baked it first on 350. If you want an extra crisp to it, I would say broil it on low for no more than 5 minutes. Ideally, when you're having chicken over rice, you want to use basmati, long grain basmati rice. I didn't have it, I ran out, so I use broken rice. So I did 2 cups of water, and I'm seasoning it with the seasoning that I used earlier for the chicken. And the key is turmeric. That is going to make the rice yellow. I toasted it first, and then when I was done toasting, I went in with about 2.5 cups of water. This type of rice doesn't cook, it steams. So if you add too much water, it may be too soggy. So once my chicken was done, I took it out to test to make sure that the inside was done, and here's what I have. This was so crispy, so nice, so well seasoned. You can just taste all of the flavors, everything blended together so well. And now it was just time to disassemble my dish and enjoy it. This meal was absolutely delicious. What I would do differently is not make it so spicy. I think between like the peppers, the dried seasoning, and some of the other things that I used made it spicier than we wanted. So if you can't handle that amount of spice, don't, just cut it either in half or whatever it is that you can handle. But I will definitely cut the spice next time. This was too spicy. The kids couldn't even eat it. And once I was done cooking up that sauce, I'm going to add the sauce on top of the chicken wings to make it saucy. But to be very honest, it was just as enjoyable plain. You can stop here if you if you like. I added the sauce on top, give that a good mix. I added it into my container, and that was it. So this is the end. This completes our recipe, and I hope when you give this a shot, you like it. Please let me know in the comments below what you would like to see, what you like so far, how the instructions are making out. If there's anything, any questions, I typically try to get back within like 24 hours when I do see them. But I hope you like my YouTube channel. I hope you're enjoying the recipes. Please let me know if you have any suggestions or anything like that. And as always, until our next recipe. So thank you guys. Give this a like, a comment. And here was the end. This was the chicken over rice. I bought this sauce bottle and I wanted to like spray it with white sauce on top, and it just was not working out. But everything will be listed in the description below. Give this a shot and let me know how you like it.